Hey guys, Clint Darden here with ClintDarden.com, and of course the House of Biceps. I've got a video here from Randy. He sent me a video of him doing deadlifts as well as some good mornings. I'm going to run through here right here real quick and give him kind of an idea of what he's doing right and doing wrong. Start off here with your dimal deadlifts, and we've been doing those to help improve your regular deadlift, learning the positions, and you're doing really, really well on these. You're probably 90% there. I have to get really, really nitpicky to find anything wrong. You stopped right there, which is really, really good. Seeing you look for the position is probably the most important part of that lift. But we're running into something really important. Let me see. This is a positive right here. Stopped right there on the deadlift. It's a good position. Your shoulders are behind the bar. Your hips are in a great position. And this is going to be really important here in a few minutes. What I'm seeing here is you have this slight little moment. We'll get back to it. You're stopping right here, which is a good position. You got your shoulders behind the bar. Really great positioning. What I'm worried about is this next step coming up. You are shifting forward from here. Right, I'll show it in slow motion. Looks like you're going from right here ever so slightly. You are going forward on the way up to go around your knees. Even slower here. See if I can break it down for you. You are going forward, throwing your shoulders in front of the bar to complete the lift. This is a habit we've got to get out of. Here we are, 340 for a triple. Nothing too complicated here, nothing too heavy, but I'm starting to see issues here with your technique. What we just saw with the dimal deadlifts is really coming out here. Let's see if we can break this down a little bit and slow this down for you and see where we're going wrong. Here's the start position. Once again, a pretty good position. I would see you shift back a little more. Hips probably a little higher. And shoulders behind the bar, shins vertical. But all in all, this is not a terrible position. Here we go, quick, straight up. That's just below the dimal deadlift start position. And you can see the first thing they did, your hips went into a good position. But when they went into the good position, your shoulders went straight forward. They did not move at all. So it's not your hips moving, it's your shoulders not moving, which gets even worse as you pull the bar higher and higher. This is a horrible position to be in. Your shoulders are so far in front of the bar. With a heavy weight, you are never going to finish the lift. Once again, here you are near the lockout where a lot of people will miss the lift. They get here and they can't figure out what they need to do. This is whether to fix this, whether they need to just get stronger at rack pulls, abs, lower back, whatever it is. It's a positioning issue, guys. You got yourself into this problem before you got to that position. And by doing reps, we are just repeating, we are reinforcing the problems that we are having. Here we're 395 for 3. Some of your reps are better than others. This is pretty much, it's the same old with what's going on here. And this is a hard set 440 for 3 plus, and you got a good 5 out of it. Once again, we're seeing the same issues as before. Fairly good start position, then things go wrong really quickly. There are a lot of things we can do to fix this, whether we want to begin with the hips a little bit higher, whether we want to continue to work on the dimal deadlifts, just get stronger, because you are getting stronger here. So let's break this down a little bit and see if we can't slow things down and come to some points so we can see what's going on here. Okay, this is in slower motion. There's the start position. It's not bad. It's not that bad. I think if you had your hips higher, it would put you in a better position. And this is where it all goes wrong. Your hips are in a good start position here, but to get there, you already begin pulling the bar off the floor. Your hips should be back farther, which will bring your shoulders back farther. Then we get up to look, we're at the kneecaps right now. Still, the position is horrible. There's no way to finish this except lower back, which puts you in this position where a lot of people, I'm assuming you as well, will get stuck, is in this position right here. And at the finished position, it's going to be all lower back to try and finish the lift. You're not going to have any kind of hamstrings, glutes, or anything else going into the lift whenever you're trying to finish it. And one more rep. Again, start position is not bad. I want you to throw those hips back and up higher. Try to get your shoulders behind the bar at the start. So this is in a better position. The bar is in a great position as far as close to your body. It's just your shoulders are way out in front. And that's all we need to fix. And, knowing it's just a small technical thing, that's a great thing. Strength takes a long time to fix. Technique is fixed in a split moment. So you can see here where things are going to break down. I'm guessing this is where you fail just by watching these other reps. I'm guessing you can get almost anything off the floor, and then you're missing somewhere around the knees. So let's watch this again in slower motion. Let's just see kind of your bar path. And you can see it's just more repetition of the same old thing here. Here we move on to some good mornings, and these are actually really, really good. I think it's going to be a good building exercise for you to go along with the dimal deadlifts. The one thing I want you to work on is forcing your knees out. It doesn't look like you're really throwing them in, but I want you to think about, imagine that you're creating a pocket right there where your belt is dipping down in between your legs. I want you to think about throwing your belly down there, and the only way that's going to happen is to throw your knees out a little bit more. Okay, so I don't want you to think so much about hips back as I do knees out when you do this. I want you to play with some different stances. I've told you this several times. The idea behind doing good mornings is not so much building the good morning, but it's finding the good morning that you are terrible at. It's finding the one that you are the worst at and simply getting stronger at that. Whether that's the wide stance, closed stance, rounded back, arched, safety squat bar, no matter what that is. So my first guess is I want you to see you trying to do these and pull your knees out a little bit. I think it's going to help get you in a better position. And I want you to continue searching. I want you to try every single variation until you find the one that you're terrible at. Now, these are absolutely great. It could probably be a good 2 to 4 inches lower. And you should know how to set up the safety pins on good mornings to help you with your deadlift. But these really are not that bad. There's no major mistakes that we're seeing here. I would like to see the bar back a little bit farther. It looks a little bit out in front of you here as we're going in slow motion. The big thing that I want to see you not do, you have this little hip thrust at the top I want to get rid of. So when you're right here, that's pretty much the top of the lift. I want to see you arching harder right here. I want to see you throwing your butt back. So when I see this, I want to see your arch in your upper back where the bar is much harder. I want to see your butt sticking way back right here. That way, whenever your hips go through right there, your butt is not squeezed in, and your butt is not in the same line as the bar path. Your butt should still be way back behind the bar. This right here puts a great strain on your lower back. So get that arch and keep that arch. Never lose that arch unless you're doing a rounded back. Good morning. And we'll go through ahead and we'll finish the rest of these. You can see what this set went like in slow motion here. So you can see that little hip movement coming through, and it's a waste of movement, and it's improper technique, and it's only going to teach you bad things. And once again, hey, this is a very similar situation to what you're in with the deadlift. You've got that little lower back, not so much of a roundness, but you have a lack of a hard arch on the deadlift, and this could be one thing that can help you. So anyway, Randy, I hope this helps you out a lot, and get me some more video, man. Let's get strong. Let's build that deadlift.